Okay, before you watch this video, I'd like to point out there's a lot of background noise, and I did consider reshooting the video, but then I decided no, we'd go with it. The background noise is basically because I was smoking in my garden shed, which, or as I call it, the bothy of broken dreams, and the rain was hammering down, and it's a metal roof, so it's quite a lot of background noise in this video. But as I was commenting, or reacting rather off the cuff to a rather aggressive comment that was left on one of my videos, I've decided to leave this as it is, so I do apologise beforehand for the background noise, but hopefully the video will still work for you.
Coming to the Tainted Tavern, come sit a while for free. We talk about our musings and devices we've been using.
Okay, hello and welcome back to the Tainted Tavern. Now for this video I'm out here, it's late in the night, although it's not cold tonight, it's quite mild, and I'm smoking some Orlik Golden Slice, which is primarily a Virginia based blend with a very small amount of perique. I've had this tobacco, I jarred this actually in 2015, so it's had a good 10 years plus of aging. It was a little bit dry, so I probably should have put a dehydration disc in there, a rehydration disc in there. But I learned a method of rehydrating just a bowl from one of Rick Newcomb's excellent books. It was either Searching for Pipe Dreams or Still Searching for Pipe Dreams. Basically what you do, you put your tobacco in, not worrying if it's too dry, then simply make a circle with your hands and breathe on it. And it really does rehydrate a bowl of tobacco. And I was smoking this in the Blakemore Briar, which this was a 2000. It's got an handsome green stem there. I don't know how well it's being picked up in the light out here in the bothy, and I'm drinking a scotch on the rocks there. Now, this is a Blakemore Briar, as I say. It was a 2017 club pipe from the UK Pipe and Tobacco Club, a club I've been a member of for a great many years now, and Blakemore do make fine pipes. This reminds me a lot of it's an apple shape, a large apple, or which some people would call a brandy, and it reminds me a lot of a Savinelli in its design. It's got the lovely transsucculent green stem there. So anyway, let's get this tobacco lit. We'll talk about the tobacco, but I also want to talk about something else, because I did a review earlier of Cornell and Deal's Sunday picnic, and I smoked it initially in a falcon with a meerschaum bowl, because I maintain, and I still maintain, that the meerschaum, because it's non-porous and it doesn't burn as wood does, that for an initial taste of a new tobacco I like to use a meerschaum bowl. Because it provides a cooler and drier smoke without any influences from the briar, particularly if the briar pipe has had other blends, other tobacco smoked through it, and that there may be slight ghosting. And I maintain that that is correct, and this guy left a comment on that, and it was rather an aggressive comment. Now, he doesn't have to agree with me, and I'd love comments where, you know, people want to get in debate and say, I don't think you're quite right about this, and that's okay. But his comment was rather aggressive, and I'll tell you about that in a moment and give my defense. Let's get this lit.
As I watch the sun descending and the birds fly home to rest, in the hush when day is ending, that's the hour when I feel blessed, smoking my pipe.
Heavy rain outside. You can hear it on the roof here in the bothy of broken dreams.
My pipe, like a whisper through the cornfield.
I say this is primarily a Virginia blend. It's got the Judge on the label. Orlik Golden Slice is a well-known blend. It's been around for a century or more, and it's got the Judge on the label. And I did some research into that, and that's to do with an old advertising campaign that said shrewd judges know what to smoke. Something like that. Started off as pipe manufacturer, but then they made their own tobacco, and this is the blend which we now get today in the modern tins. It is the same blend that it was all those years ago. The mellowed Virginia, so the main notes are grassy, hay, clean, citrus. And there's a very small amount of Greek, I believe, in this tobacco, although I don't seem to sense that. And the thing is with Virginia tobaccos, they age really well. So with this having 10 years of age on it, I'm getting a sweetness now that I suspect wouldn't be there with a fresh batch. But back to the guy in the comments on my video who seemed to take umbrage with the fact that I said that Meerschaum supplies cleaner, drier smoke than Briar. Now that's not to say that I feel Meerschaum is better than Briar, because I don't. My favourite smoking material is Briar. I've got more Briar pipes than anything else. But I like corn cobs. I like the odd Meerschaums. I've got 2 Meerschaum pipes, and one of them isn't even a Meerschaum pipe as such. It's just a Meerschaum bowl which goes onto my Falcon pipes. I've only got 1 full Meerschaum pipe. But I do like Meerschaum, not as much as Briar. I think Briar is perfect. I mean, I love corn cobs, but again, Briar is preferable to a corn cob. But when I said that Meerschaum provides cooler, drier, cleaner smoke than Briar, he said something like, "Stop perpetuating the myth. You know, please don't say the same as everyone else." And I thought, okay, mate, you know, that's just your opinion, but you're talking shit. He then said that Meerschaum pipes are boiled in wax. They're not. They're dipped in wax for a small amount of time, because what happens then, the wax permeates, the beeswax permeates the Meerschaum, and that then when it's being smoked over time, when it's a finished pipe, that allows it colour to take on a patina. So, you know, he's talking rubbish there, and he said that after 2 or 3 smokes, a Meerschaum pipe is covered in so much gunk. And then again, that's nonsense. The way I recommend you treat a Meerschaum pipe is simply have your smoke, allow it to cool down, then get a damp tissue, rub it to the bowl, and bodge it and go. So, you know, I do appreciate anyone leaving comments, even if they don't agree with what I'm saying. I do appreciate that. But please don't be aggressive. There's no need for that. This is a YouTube pipe community, and we should be a brotherhood, a fellowship of the Briar, or the Meerschaum, or the corn cob, or even these days pear.
Comes a gentle evening breeze at the doorway of my cottage. I recall old memories, smoking my pipe.
Well, it's no wonder that this Orlik Golden Slice has been around for so long. It's a lovely Virginia.
Smoking my pipe. Those far off places beyond the blue.
But the sweetness here is, I think, much enhanced by the time it's had aging. I mean, don't get me wrong, I smoke Orlik Golden Slice fresh from time to time. I usually buy a tin a couple of times a year, and I will smoke it fresh. This stuff I just wanted to experiment with, so what I did, I purchased 4 tins back in 2015. 3 of them then went into a large mason jar, so that's 150 grams, 50 gram tins, so 150 grams went into a mason jar, and that's what I've aged for 10 years. This is not the first time I've smoked it out of that jar. I had a bit of it when I was 4-year-old, I think I smoked it when I was maybe 6-year-old, 8-year-old, and now I'm smoking it for almost 11 years old. The Orlik Golden Slice is very much a nice smoke fresh. It's just, this is just so much sweeter, but then Virginias are known for their aging qualities, how aging can become beneficial to the leaf, to the tobacco. You watch, I'll probably get a comment that's saying How dare you? How dare you? Young tobaccos are much better. Aged tobacco that's covered in mould and filth. Obviously you've got to store them correctly to age your tobacco in your cellar, as we call our pipe tobacco storage places, cellars. But most of my tobacco is kept in a large wooden military box, a shell box that I purchased with an auction several years back, and it's kept in the wardrobe in the house. Our tobacco cellars, if you're new to pipe smoking, when you hear a pipe smoker refer to a cellar, they don't literally mean a cellar. It's just where they store their pipe tobacco, so we call it a cellar.
Familiar faces that once I knew.
It is a fantastic smoke. Medium strength in terms of nicotine, so it can be an all-day smoke. The aging on this Orlik has really, really brought out that sweetness.
I recall those days behind me and the happiness they
Of
made.
course, Virginia.
Every sundial you will find me with a heart that is content. Smoking my pipe. Smoking my pipe.
Sat here with my bowl of decent tobacco, my Blakemere Briar, my Scotch on the rocks. I'm as happy as a pig in shit. I'm rather relaxed now and amused really about the aggressive comment I got earlier. I do want people to comment on my videos, even if it's to argue about the merits of a certain tobacco blend or a certain pipe. You know, I sometimes make a lot of videos extolling the virtues of the Falkland pipe. Now, I know not every pipe smoker agrees with that. Some pipe smokers dislike the Falklands, and that's great because each to their own. So if they want to get in a debate, an argument about the merits or the negative side of Falkland pipes, then leave a comment, you know, and say, you know, I think this, blah, 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 but don't be aggressive. We don't need to be aggressive. Pipe smoking is the very opposite to aggression. Pipe smoking should relax you. It should allow you to slow down and count your blessings. I mean, I could sit here moaning that I've been thrown out of the house into the cold shed, or the bothy is broken dreams as I call it, because my wife won't let me smoke in the house. On a cold winter's January night, I could moan about that, but I don't look for the positives. It's actually not that cold, it's quite mild. And this pipe, absolutely beautiful. And of course the Scotch is pretty decent too. That's always been my experience though, over the years. As I say, this is a pipe from the UK Pipe and Tobacco Club, so I've been a member of that forum, which is a Facebook group for a great many years. And I've seen from time to time members argue it. And sometimes it does get a bit out of hand, and the leader of the group, the club, the founder of the club is that who sometimes ban one or two members. Thankfully, that is very seldom happened, but he has had to ban one or two members because they've gone over the top, and they've not allowed themselves to partake in an intelligent discourse, even if they want to disagree with another member, but do it intelligently, do it reasonably. Make it on, but some people just get too aggressive and they go over the top, and so they've been shipped out of the club. I've seen a lot of that happening, but thankfully the majority of pipe smokers, even if they're not always in constant agreement, manage to get on, manage to take different views, consider them, and then if they don't want to take them on board to their own pipe smoking, that's fine, but please be respectful to other pipe smokers, even if their opinions are different to yours. I mean, a perfect example of this is, and it comes from the UK Pipe Tobacco Club, but a lot of the members will really put negative scorn on clan pipe tobacco, clan aromatic. A lot of members do that. Now, I like clan. I don't get offended when someone says, I take it with humour, because I can see what they're saying about clan, that it sometimes burns too quickly and bite. I can see that. But my counter argument would be that if you smoke it correctly, if you take away all negatives and experience the tobacco itself, that's where it's actually an enjoyable experience. So we have that discourse. We don't fall out. We respect each other's opinions. Taste is subjective, whether it be whiskey, whether it be tobacco, whether it be a big massive pork pie. It's subjective. And we're all entitled to our own opinions. It's Orlik Golden Slice, so it's superb tobacco. Even without any aging on it, it's a superb tobacco. I smoke, as I say, from time to time, fresh Orlik Golden Slice. So I know what it's like, but with 10 years of age, oh my God, it's fantastic. You can see it burns so well as I say. I didn't really rehydrate this tobacco, other than the Rick Newcomb method, which is make a circle over the top, breathe hot air into it, and it moistens it. This is burning really well. I've probably gone through half a bowl now. Let me try and describe the flavours I'm getting here.
Remember the first time we met? You were the only one in that railway carriage who didn't like me smoking Madeira old pipe. Compromise, I opened the window.
Grassy.
What a lovely surprise you gave me on our wedding day. A tobacco jar. How I remember each smile and tear.
Maybe some fruit.
As life's December,
Dark fruits.
is drawing near. Time's old ever-moving finger closes one more day but yet, while such thoughts as mine can linger.
In all day today I've been smoking Cornell and Deal's Sunday Picnic, which is a vapor Virginia Perique. This now does contain a small amount of Perique, the Golden Slice, but it's a heck of a smaller amount than is what's in Sunday Picnic. So Sunday Picnic I also thought was an exceptionally good tobacco. This is different to Sunday Picnic. Year of Virginia is much more to the forefront. Is there the signature Greek pepperiness in here? I'm not sure.
I'll have nothing to regret. Smoking my pipe. Smoking my pipe. Smoking my pipe.
Maybe it's the aging on this tobacco, but I'm not getting any of that pepperiness. What I am getting is an incredible sweetness, a really sweet, and at the same time slightly tangy taste. So that's Orlik Golden Slice from 10 years of age. Can't think of anything else to say. I know that you can't rush out and buy 10-year-old Orlik Golden Slice, so this review is kind of superfluous in that sense. But Orlik Golden Slice is a damn fine tobacco. And if you can age some of it, then I would, because it does pay off in dividends. So anyway, cheers for now. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Just don't be aggressive. And how about subscribing? It's free and it will help this channel grow. So cheers, Yaki Dog. See you soon and keep cutting.
Coming to the Tainted Tavern, come sit a while for free. We talk about our musings and devices we've been using.